Hello everyone, it's Dugan from the Yahoo Productions, and today I'm going to bring you a very special audio thing today. I'm going to do a freestyle story, and I'm going to try to do it all in one take, so this will be very interesting, won't it? So, let's start off with an idea. I'm going to pause here, give myself an idea, and then I will come back to you. Okay, I have something now. Okay. So in the background of this, I'm going to be playing my ukulele, but since I don't have a microphone stand and two mics, I'm going to be doing one at one time and one at the other. So I'll be doing the recording first, then the ukulele second. So, I'll give myself a leisurely introduction of ukulele, and then I will start it. So I'm going to give myself a little pause. John was walking on the beach one day, and now John, he's a military man. He has the usual military crew cut. He has the buzz cut. He has average brown hair. He has blue eyes and a very well built muscular body. Now, he isn't one to complain about the things that he's done in life or the things that has happened to him. But on this specific day, on this beach, he couldn't help but thinking what happened so long ago. So, he decided to take a sit. So he sat down and thought. He thought about his military career, his dead wife. He couldn't stop thinking about her, and he just couldn't contain himself anymore, and he burst out crying. Now, if you were in John's footsteps, you would know how he feels, because he has to take care of his kids all by himself. He has 2 kids. The son is named Lewis, and the daughter is named Iris. Lewis and Iris are twins, almost identical, except that they are different genders. Now, both of them have brown hair like John. The only difference between the two of them is that one has long brown hair and the other one has short brown hair. And that... Oh, what did I say his name was? Lewis has gray eyes, and Iris has black eyes. Deep black. So black that there's no interesting color that goes around her pupils. Just black on white. As if she just stares into your soul. Now, John knew that he needed someone else so he could take care of his children and have someone at home while he was away in the military. Because having 11-year-old kids in the house by themselves and is just not acceptable, and full-time nannies pretty hard to find. So he needed to get himself a wife. So one day, John decided that he would go to the bar after his long walk on the beach. So he got up off his seat and he got into his car and drove to town. Now John, he was never addicted to anything. He had no further or known past histories of alcohol addiction or drug addiction, but this one night was just weird to John. He had just this feeling that something was wrong. So he had a little bit more to drink than he usually does. So when he got into his car, it had been about 3 hours. He had sobered up by then because he knew he needed to be responsible. And he got into his car. He put the key into the ignition and turned it. The car wouldn't start. He tried it again, turned the key. It wouldn't start. So he opened up the hood of his car, looked into the engine, and saw wires running in between and over the engine. He said, "I didn't put this here. This wasn't manufactured into my car or truck. This wasn't even here before I got here." And then he heard beep, 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 beep. He knew something was wrong then and there. He called the police. He said that there was a bomb attached to his car, and the police, of course, had to get the SWAT team and the bomb squad out there. So they set up a safe perimeter around the car, made sure that everyone is clear out of the area, and luckily they were able to defuse the bomb. Now, no one could figure out who had placed the bomb, but it just seemed weird that he was being targeted. I mean, he didn't have any enemies, or at least none that he knew of. The only person that really didn't like him was, well, his mother. And they never really had a good relationship, but she was living out in Japan. She couldn't have made it over here, he thought. It's not possible. I would have known. She would have called. She at least respects me and treats me like a human being. She always calls before she comes up. So he called her, made sure that she was still in Japan. His Japanese family was screaming into the phone, saying, "Hi, John," in Japanese. Of course, she was obviously still home, so this couldn't have just happened because he lives in the middle of the United States. It would have taken days for her to even get remotely close and back out to Japan.